There's been a lot of crazy talk about whose fault it is that PUBG was announced at 60 frames per second one day, and less than 24 hours later was down to 30 frames per second. Was Microsoft mandating this? Was it a developer choice? Well, as I did a video about something similar months and months ago, where I actually talked to Shannon Loftus and got a reply on Twitter, and also Mikey Barra, where they don't withhold developers to any type of frames per second parity or anything like that. But it did make for further reevaluation now that this issue has come up again, and again we get a fresh answer that helps us pick out exactly what went on. So Aaron Greenberg tweeted out, "We are excited to bring PUBG to Xbox One. The correction Brandon made around the frame rate was specific to its launch in Xbox Game Preview on 12/12. The team is exploring ways to increase this through optimization as development progresses." And then it was asked, will the S force parity, yes or no? We knew preview is 30 already. I'm sure the S's will fall below the 30 frames per second anyhow. So if the X is locked at 30, the S owners are screwed regardless. And Aaron Greenberg responded, developers are free to use the power of the Xbox One X however they choose. We have no requirements limiting frame rates. So this once and for all kind of puts an end to all that debate. That shouldn't even have been a debate. And obviously, listen, the developer probably spoke when he shouldn't have. They should have just launched the game, and then people would have figured out, maybe it was 60 or whatever. But I guess at launch it makes sense, do the uniform launch and make things as easy as possible on you. It is a preview game. People are going to get heated, but anybody with a brain knows that this game's going to be 60 or up to 60 on the Xbox One X eventually anyway. So, everybody can chill out. It's not Microsoft's fault. Microsoft's not the big bad forcing developers to do something, one thing or the other, because I know how people get. Once Microsoft does something or somebody changes something and it's associated with Xbox or Microsoft, all of a sudden Microsoft are the bad guys and they can't do any wrong or they can't do any right. Meanwhile, Sony on the other hand does force parity with PS4 and PS4 Pro with the multiplayer, and nobody says one thing one way or the other. So it's always just a double standard when it comes to Microsoft, but good to get some even more clarification in terms of what Microsoft is planning to do and what they're doing with PUBG, and just them saying, hey, we are working on it. Plus we had the news today that actually Coalition developers were working with them and they're treating it like a first party title. I think that says all we need to know, right? Like, they're doing everything they can. It's gonna be fine. I think people like everything Xbox, right? Let's be honest. There has not been a single thing Xbox related this generation that people have taken and just not blown it out of proportion. And this is nothing different. So this is great news. If you were worried about it or you being screwed over or something because you bought an Xbox One X to get better frame rates, calm down. It's going to be 60 eventually on the X anyway, and it's going to be all good. It's fine. This is just the launch of the game. They're already working on it, obviously, and I would say that probably within the first couple of months we're going to get 60 FPS option, probably 1080p 60 on the X as an option. So let me know what you guys think. Are you excited by this news? Are you not surprised? Because I sure as hell am not surprised, since I covered this about 6 months ago with a different story. So let me know what you guys think. Sound off, rate, comment, subscribe, rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.